तेलंगाना देखिए न्यूज़ में अब तमाम के खैर मकदमे बढ़ते हैं खबर की जानिब। एक गैंग शाम के 10 बजे के बाद लोगों को कर रही थी परेशान। मामला मोबाइल स्नैचिंग का बताया गया। इस सिलसिले में 3 से 4 के करीब रोज़ाना ऐसे केसेस आ रहे थे जहां पर लोगों के मोबाइल छीने जा रहे थे। इस सिलसिले में पुलिस ने की कार्रवाई। बताया गया कि एलबी नगर से ताल्लुक़ रखने वाले एक शख्स को और 5 सूडान के लोगों को जो कि गैर क़ानूनी तौर पर हैदराबाद में रह रहे थे इस केस में मुलविस बताया गया। इस सिलसिले में बताया गया कि चुराए गए मोबाइल को सूडान भेजा जा रहा था। इस सिलसिले में 12 अफराद हैदराबाद में मुलविस जबकि 5 अफराद सूडान में मुलविस बताए गए। बताया गया कि इसके तार जगदीश मार्केट में भी जुड़े बताए गए। इस सिलसिले में तमाम तर तफसीलात से पुलिस ने वाकिफ़ करवा। अगर अभी तक आपने ये चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो फौरी कर लें। आलमी मुल्की रियासती मुकामी खबरों के लिए देखते रहिए आपका अपना चैनल तेलंगाना दक्कन न्यूज़।
There is a chain of the whole this network. So finally, this receiver, final fellow, the main fellow, who is a Sudanese, he sends it across to Sudan, and there they sell it whatever price, and because they are all stolen, so even if it is sold at half price, the people who are buying also would be happy, and these people anyway they don't accept perhaps maybe little transportation charges, and we are also coming to know, not in this case, but in some other cases, now these gangs are even paying the regular wages for the people, identifying the gullible unemployed youth to snatch these phones, and then so they are paid also, like they are regular, as if they are on the regular payment rolls, salary rolls. So వీళ్ళు ఆ ఖర్చులు కొత్త కొత్త ఇన్సిడెంటల్ ఖర్చులు ఇన్సిడెంటల్ ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్ తప్ప ఎక్కువ ఉండవు. సో ఇట్స్ టోటలీ ప్రాఫిట్ ఫర్ దెమ్. సో ఇది టుడే వీ హ్యావ్, యాజ్ ఐ టోల్డ్ యూ, 703 smartphones. Of course, one Bajaj Pulsar bike which we seized from the accused who has stolen it from LB Nagar area and then committed all these offences. Now, out of 17, the 12 are residents of Hyderabad. So one or two may not be native of Hyderabad, but I think rest of them are residents of Hyderabad. 5 are Sudanese. Just to read out the names: Muzammil alias Muju ani, in Tadban area lo untadu. Syed Abdul, Syed Salim, Patan Rabbani Khan, Muhammad Attar, Muhammad Zakir, Sheikh Ajar, Muhammad Khaja Nijamuddin, Syed Laik, Sheikh Ajar Moinuddin. Of course, these details are there in the press note that is being given. Muhammad Safi alias Bablu, he is important. Then J. Elmanda Reddy, son of Bakir Reddy, who is resident of Banjara Hills, but he has got, this connection is very important. He has got a shop in Jagdish Market. Like Jagdish Market connection is very, very important. So Jagdish Market is acting also as a center for receiving these phones. What are those phones? Because I told you, they are actually taking it to other countries. But which cell phones land up in Jagdish Market? Elmanda Reddy is one such fellow. There are many others whom we are now watching. What they do is, if any of these cell phones are already little damaged, so suppose screen with a damage, so they may not be, the customers back in those countries, they may not be willing to buy them. Okay, so what they are doing, such cell phones, they are bringing it to the Jagdish Market. They are dismantling all of them. Every part, the camera, speaker, whatever usable spare parts, and then they are being sold to people who want them. In some phones, screen is good, but the phone is not working, speaker is not. The screen, whatever that that screen, display screen. So there are demand for this display screen because మనం చాలా మంది మన ఫోన్లు వాడుతున్నప్పుడు పడినప్పుడు పగిలిపోతుంటాయి. So now it has become a destination, Jagdish Market. So they know they get the original spare parts, and if you buy it from the original equipment manufacturer, an iPhone screen, that itself would cost 30,000-40,000, but he will sell it here for 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, whatever, depending on the keenness of the customer and whatever his affordability, his paying capacity, etc. So it's a bargain, that. So Jagdish Market is one thing which we are now paying close attention, and then we'll be stopping all these illegal activities there. So these 12 people, Elmanda Reddy is a fellow who was doing this, opening a counter in Jagdish Market. There, like this only, there will be a counter, and they'll be having all the display items of all these spare parts. People can come and buy, and original, mind you, these are original because these are stolen original cell phones, originally made, are at risk to lose such phones to such people who are prowl in the city, particularly in the cities, urban areas, and we can become, any one of us can become victims tomorrow, innocent victims. So I want, through you, I want to tell them that we caught these gangs and we are still, there may be a couple of other modules which we will be catching. And we have information, we are working on that. But from their side, they should know that now how these offenders are operating. I just told you, I'll again, specifically with a focus on this, I'll tell you through the press. See, they are targeting the gullible, all of us who are gullible citizens, who may be coming out of the restaurants, coming out of the malls at odd hours in the night, and then we may be going alone also, walking to a certain point, from mall to maybe metro station, mall to a bus station, or mall to your homes which are nearby, maybe a kilometer so you want to walk. And what they do, so when you are going at certain places where it is little isolated, dark, and then there is no one, and then suddenly these people can come and snatch phones. So you should take care not to become a victim like this, number one. Number two, of course, I am not asking them not to move. City, you can't, I am not expecting them to, be indoors and not do anything, not at all. We are there, we will take care of you, but you also be aware, because some of these victims have resisted and caught also. So if you are aware, I think it is difficult for anyone to approach you and secondly, I told you, innocently they will stop you and ask you, ekkada Signal station ekkada, లేకపోతే అన్న బహదూర్పురాలో మార్కెట్ ఎక్కడ, లేకపోతే మెట్రో స్టేషన్ పోవాలంటే ఎట్లా పోవాలి. సో be very, very careful with them, and particularly at that kind of hour and that kind of place, isolated place. Don't answer them, don't stop for them, continue to move, and then of course you have dial 100 always. If you have a doubt, please immediately, while refusing to interact with them, while on move only, you please call dial 100 also. Number 3, some of these cab drivers particularly, and some truck drivers, and maybe drivers of other cars, so who are in the middle of the night maybe taking rest because they might have driven the car or the vehicle all the day, and then the cab drivers etc. So they may be taking rest maybe under a tree near Gauligooda. It happened at Gauligooda MGPT bus terminal. So summer, so they'll sleep on the seat and then keeping their phone maybe by the side and on another seat, then open the windows or open even the doors so as to allow ventilation. So they have targeted such people also. They snatched, some of them of course were awake, and by the time they were awake and then alert, phones have been snatched. Some of them, while they were asleep, they didn't even know. After they got up, maybe after a few hours, then they came to know. So these are all the the pitfalls where you can become a victim. So అందరికి నేను మీ తరఫున చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే, దయచేసి అలర్ట్గా ఉండండి. డోంట్ మూవ్, particularly in some of those deserted areas. Don't move alone. You always go with friends for movie or restaurant or whatever. So if you are, I think you have a company, you have a buddy, the chances are less that these people try to target you. Number 2, couple of cases when the resistance happened from the victims. So